Hey, all you powerful beings. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Ryan Willoughby. I'm a spirit guide, energy master, and I am here to talk with you guys about raising your level of consciousness, moving from third dimension into the fifth dimension, uh, the portals that are here that are opening up, and the transition that humanity is making as we are evolving in our physical beings and becoming aware of the multidimensional beings that we are. So I wanted to do this video here today and talk to you about, well, as I'm doing this video, today is the 11th, I believe, of June. It's Friday. And so we just had the solar eclipse that just happened and the new moon. And we had the lunar eclipse that happened on May 26th as well. These are really powerful, energetic times. Astrologically, we're being supported with the alignments of the planets, with the eclipse. Eclipses always bring tremendous amount of change, an opportunity for change, a peeling away, a letting go, stepping into the new. And that is on a personal level, and that is also then, of course, how we see the structures and systems within our society as well. But with the solar eclipse and what is happening and what's coming in energetically, this is a portal that's being opened that we are able to step into as energy light beings, to become aware of who and what we truly are. And we are having a lot of energetic assistance. We are receiving light rays, neutrinos. The earth is moving through a beltway of photons as well. There's just a lot that's going on astrologically. That is not my specialty. I would look at looking up some YouTube specialists within astrology. There's some amazing ones out there. But this morning I had a download come in, and it was so simple, but yet really complex. And I'm going to try to explain and verbalize what came through to me this morning. And one of the teachings, one of the things that's been coming through, through spirit as I channel and I receive messages. This was kind of like just a download of information that I received this morning. But it started with the premise of, in order to move into the fifth dimension, we're going to have to accept exactly where we are right now in this moment. We have to accept the parameters or the experience that we have been in as a third dimension, that of what is contrast. In order to move into the fifth dimension, we have to know the truest sense of ourselves and to know that the third dimension is not real and therefore never existed, and to live and to be within the new rules, the new spiritual laws, the new capital T truths, if you will, that govern and rule the fifth dimension, which is you are a multidimensional being, that you are the creator, the source, pure consciousness, love, that there is no limitation, that there is no lack, there is no fear, that you are the only thing that gives meaning to anything. How do we move from accepting where I am right now and knowing that it is a third dimensional perspective, and in the reality of, well, there's things that I still want, there's things that I think that I still need, and to be in that space and to allow it and to accept my reality as it is right now, based upon the concept of my past belief system of walking and moving through a reality that seemed so real, the third dimension. And this is that aspect of allowance and surrendering. It is also acknowledging that of what is of the shadow self that created the third dimension that is not real, as in the shadow is not real. And the thing that came in is the micro versus the macro. That we are individualized fractal lights of God that are having a physical experience. That as we are moving through this evolution ourselves as humanity and coming into the awareness that we are the creator ourselves, we are moving into the fifth dimension. Consciousness as a whole, that of what we come from as fractal lights of God, is evolving as a whole about its own consciousness, of its own knowing. It is through that of it separating from itself, becoming the multiple fractal lights of God that are having the self-expression and the individual experience of the shadow self that we are becoming aware is not real. The whole experience we had as our individual selves in the third dimension of being separate is not real. Is the same experience the whole of consciousness as God's source is coming to the realization that its shadow self is not real. This aspect of forgiving our brothers and our sisters in the construct of the third dimension is also the aspect of the consciousness on a whole forgiving itself. That is that place of coming into self-love. That of what you are of loving then of God. God loving itself. Knowing that the experiment of self-expression and seeing the shadow side of itself that it created for its expression is not real, and to forgive that and to let that go. But at the same time, to not judge itself for moving through that experience. We have to forgive ourselves through the individualized experiences that we have created that are outside of love. It is that self-forgiveness that allows us to accept things exactly as they are. And then that frees us to move into the fifth dimension, to come into the truest sense of what we are, which is pure, unconditional love, power creators. And in that individualized experience, we become sovereign beings, creators ourselves, where now we are creating our own universes, our own reality, our own experiences to experience. The individualized fractals of God coming into their pure understanding and the evolution of their consciousness, of knowing that the shadow self and the experience of being separate from itself is not real, allows that individualized fractal light of being that is being expressed in the physical form to now come into its own creation and create its own universe. Blooming, blooming, blooming. The cycle, the circular motion of creation, of time, the eternity of the evolution that continues to happen in its evolution of itself and experience of itself, from the macro to the micro, to which is you. It allows you to to receive or to visualize the highest, grandest perspective of what this is. And that realization, there was such power that came into knowing the sovereign, energetic light being that you are, that I am, as the creator that is allowing my experience to be exactly as it is right now in this moment, with no judgment. For it is perfect, and it is served in its awareness of itself, that it all fits perfectly for this point in time right now, in a point in timeline, in this physical point of focused awareness, to come into the knowing of ourselves and the power of ourselves. It's just really profound. I wanted to come on here and share that with you today. Let me know what you think, if this makes sense to you. If I was able to articulate it, it was a very high level perspective. And I found a lot of freedom and joy in that. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I will check in with you guys soon, give another update, give another video when I have another channeled message or something drops in. So I hope you guys are well. Take care. I'll chat with you all soon.